The human delegation waited in the vast docking bay of the massive Galvoran starship, ready to depart for the Galactic Alliance Summit on Orion Prime. As the crew finalized preparations, they braced for the usual stares and whispers from various alien races that had rarely seen a human before. What the aliens were unprepared for, however, were the terrifying creatures accompanying the humans. "Are those Xylox?" gasped Tarsus, a member of the Straxi Consortium. The Xylox were notorious apex predators from the perilous world of Vornax, known for being virtually indestructible. Yet here, two of these formidable beasts followed the human envoy as if they were pets. One Xylox, affectionately named Krax, bumped its massive head against Ambassador Alara, nearly knocking her over. She laughed and scratched behind its auditory nerve stalk. "Who's my good boy?" "Yes, Krax!" The creature growled happily, showcasing its serrated teeth. Tarsus watched in horror, convinced that Xylox could never be tamed, especially by tiny humans. As the reception began, it became clear that Krax and Zix, Alara's other Xylox, were friendly. They kept a respectable distance, but would occasionally nuzzle the ambassador or sniff the attaché case held by her aide. When praised, Krax and Zix would roll over to expose their armored bellies. But if an alien delegate approached too closely, their demeanor shifted, their lips curled back, and muscles tensed, making it clear that the humans were under the Xylox protection. Tension erupted when a Galvoran server accidentally approached too closely. In a flash, Krax snapped the server's pole in its jaws, sending the server tumbling backward. As delegates panicked, Alara's authoritative voice broke through the chaos. "Krax, drop it!" The Xylox obeyed, and the server regained his composure. Alara apologized, saying, "You know how protective Xylox can be of their humans." The incident only deepened the mystery among attendees. Humans had made first contact less than 50 solar cycles ago, an insignificant blink in galactic history. How could they bond with such deadly creatures? The ambassador referred to them as beloved pets, saying she had gotten them as pups, an absurdity in the eyes of many. As the summit progressed, Krax and Zix trotted happily alongside their human companions. The other delegates maintained a wide berth, displaying a mix of anxiety and curiosity. However, on the last day of the summit, chaos erupted when a Paxal delegate seized Alara's notes with its tentacles. Before the humans could react, the Xylox charged forward, causing pandemonium. The Paxal emitted high-pitched squeals as it fled, and delegates stampeded toward exits. Amid the chaos, Alara commanded, "Krax, Zix, stand down." The authority in her voice halted the Xylox, who returned to her side, heads ducked in apology. Order was restored, though the Paxal maintained a wide distance from the humans thereafter. The Alliance acknowledged that the Xylox had acted on instinct to protect their human pack, and no sanctions were imposed. However, as the summit concluded, few alien participants looked forward to returning home, yearning for respite from humans and their terrifying companions. News spread throughout the galaxy about the Xylox devoted to their human charges. Holovids of Alara with her companions garnered billions of views, evoking both disgust and wonder. Yet, Krax and Zix were merely the first indication of humanity's unique ability to tame savage beasts. Subsequent diplomatic missions revealed even more astonishing creatures. Massive megalodon specimens from Earth carrying children, towering Rokath fighters bearing human riders, and even aquatic grith sharks showing a fondness for human contact. Speculation swirled around how a relatively primitive species could earn the trust of such violent creatures. Telepathic manipulation? Powerful pheromones? None of the theories fit. The humans remained silent, occasionally referencing puppy dog eyes. As time passed, new human-alien partnerships emerged at gatherings, yet the proliferation of human pets slowed as aliens grew wary of unsupervised interactions with humans. Many Earth creatures were classified as invasive, and trade in them became highly regulated, limiting opportunities for humans to unleash unfamiliar dangers. Hope briefly blossomed that humans might refrain from collecting alarming beasts. Then came contact with the Crom, insectoid warriors who ruled their volcanic world. They were biologically superior, faster, and stronger than any rival. When the humans made first contact, they dropped to all fours, seemingly terrified, which delighted Commander Xylan of the Crom. However, when the humans began stroking his razor-edged limbs, confusion set in. The deadly edges should have shredded them, yet they persisted, admiring the Crom's beauty. Xylan, intrigued yet unnerved, spared the humans and took them captive. Instead of pleading for release, the humans thrived in their new role, delighting in removing parasites from their captors. The Crom, initially appalled, became fascinated as their bodies were pampered. Soon, Hive queens demanded human servants, leading to fierce battles among Crom hives for their possession. Drones who attracted human attention gained status, while even high-ranking commanders fell from favor. The Alliance learned something was amiss when a Crom war fleet appeared at Helion Prime. Fearing invasion, defense forces mobilized until a diplomatic shuttle emerged, pleading for the return of any humans for rest and relaxation. Humans had not been abducted. They had cajoled an entire planet into catering to their every whim. This was yet another testament to humanity's strange ability to dominate fierce alien races. Now, when pondering Earth, non-humans recall an ancient Terran adage: fear not the warrior who has trained 10,000 kicks once, but instead fear the warrior who has mastered one kick 10,000 times. When it comes to disarming apex predators, humanity had long perfected that single, devastating kick. As whispers of humanity's remarkable bond with the fiercest beings in the galaxy spread like wildfire, a new age dawned. The Galactic Alliance transformed, with humans at the forefront, forging unexpected alliances that transcended species and cultures. They became renowned not just as warriors, but as diplomats and caretakers of the wildest creatures, reshaping perceptions across the stars. One fateful day, during a grand summit on Helion Prime, a threat loomed. A coalition of hostile races united against what they deemed the human menace. As tensions escalated, Ambassador Alara stood before the assembly, flanked by Krax and Zix. Her voice rang with unwavering resolve. "We are not your enemies, but your potential allies. Together, we can forge a future where all species thrive." At that moment, the Xylox roared in solidarity, their powerful presence silencing the assembly. The combined might of humanity and their savage companions stood as a testament to the strength found in unity. The aliens, once fearful, now regarded the humans with awe and respect. In that instant, the tide of history shifted. The summit concluded not with hostility, but with the dawn of an unprecedented era of cooperation, where diverse beings would rise together against adversity, proving that even the most unlikely friendships could change the fate of galaxies.